Hey there everyone, welcome back to Game Binding. My name is Dave and welcome back to another Smash Up week where we are looking at a bigger and geekier box. So as a disclaimer, this box was given to me as a review copy by AEG. Thank you so much for your support this week. It's all been combinating to one of these last videos here, and this is the second of its kind. See, in our hobby, the new thing about boxes are empty boxes, because as our games expand, thus so should our boxes. So things like Smash Up and different games, I think like Scythe, now have these empty boxes you can buy that have some minor goodies, but the main purpose for them is to house everything at one place, no matter how heavy it may be. Now, I have reviewed the first of its kind, the big geeky box, and it came with the faction, the Geeks, and it could have held quite a bit of cards, though I do think I've outgrown that box, and now it's just an empty shell, while everything else sits on this box and adds quite a bit of weight to that shelf. Overall, what do I think about empty boxes? Do I recommend you get this if you're a collector of Smash Up? And am I going to show you how to play? Well, I can tell you the first two answers down below where I can show you. The last answer is I'm not going to show you how to play. Check that out in another video. But let me show you what comes in this box. Okay, so this is the bigger, geekier box, and boy, it is a giant here. Thick cardboard, because it needs to be. I have everything that's ever been produced as the taping of this video, all the way from the first core box all the way to the Marvel set, and it is super heavy. But the box holds up. All the art on here are from many of the factions. I don't know if they're all represented, but there's quite a bit on there. Now you have this divider tray for the counters, and again, like I said, I have all the counters here, and I have one more space left. It also does come with little filler foam pieces when I do run out of space for the divider, for the counters. They're going to be put in here, though this does have handles for the tray that you can lift up with one hand, and voila, there are all the factions. Like I said, I have everything here. If you got the big geeky box, you know about these dividers here, and this box doesn't fail. It also gives you the same divider. So, like with the zombies here, I know where they start and I know where they end. You don't necessarily have to have that. It's just nice because I got the big geeky box. Now I have the bigger, geekier box. It just allows me a little bit more perks. It also comes with two factions. If you didn't already get the Geeks in the big geek box, you get them here, as well as the All-Stars, which is essentially a smash up of a lot of the factions, which we'll go over here in a second. Now, I've sleeved everything here, and I have maybe enough room for one expansion, maybe two, so I'm going to have to get inventive once everything starts to come out. I think for Marvel, because I'm sure there's going to be at least one or two expansions for that. But it fits everything very nicely. The Titans fit in here, and the dividers, everything sleeved and comfortably fits here. And I love my bigger, geekier box. It keeps everything where I want it, though. I get a workout when I need to bust it out and move it anywhere. So let me go ahead and go over a few things. Oh, right. The last thing that I want to point out is the manual. So this pretty much encompasses everything up to the date that it was published, the big geekier box. So you can throw away a lot of these manuals that were hard to put in the big geeky box, but are now really easy to put in here. So you can keep them if you want, but this book has a lot of everything that you need to know in the very back, like all the talents or any of the stuff that you need facts on. This book has it. So with that being said, let me go over the All-Star faction that you get with this box. And this faction here does a first. Every one of these 20 cards is unique, no doubles, and it doesn't really have a main MO. It just does a little bit of everything. You have the two base cards. The stadium, after a minion here is destroyed, its controller draws a card. At the start of your turn, if you have a minion here, draw a card. So nothing special. You got the fan. On your turn, you may discard this card from your hand to draw a card. You have some Cthulhu stuff here. Destroy this minion and place an action card from your discard pile into your deck. Prepare to battle. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Place 1 into your hand. So you see all the pictures of a lot of the factions here. I love that he's giving out food. And then you have Square Deal. Draw a card until at least one player has fewer cards in their hand than you. A Ghostly Arrival. You may play an extra minion or an extra action card. Friendship Power. Move one of your minions to a base where you have a minion. You place this action into your hand. Instead, non-infinite loop, choose an action from your hand, play an extra action, then you may put it back into your hand instead. Now, the full moon here is such a cool art. I like this one. It reminds me of Teen Wolf all the way. Play on a base. Each of your minions here have +1 power. Nothing astounding, but I love the art. Play an action from your discard pile as an extra action. Begin the summoning, seeing stars, destroy a minion, power 3 or less, and the Rex boy comes back in the mix, so you can have 2 of him if you play the dinosaur. And that is super powerful. I love it. Granny, she's okay. Look at the top card of your deck, place it at the bottom, top or bottom. That's what grannies do. You have the Imperial Dragon, which is fantastic art again. After another player plays or moves a minion here, draw a card. Lab Assistant, Puck, play an extra action or draw a card. And Sprout, destroy this card at the start of your turn. You may search your deck for a minion 3 or less, just like the Sprouts do. And that is the Smash Up All-Stars, a really cool faction that doesn't really have a one route kind of way to play it. But if you don't know exactly what you want, well, you can just take it all. I love that each card is unique. That's my favorite thing about it. So now let me give you my final thoughts about this thing as a whole. So that is the kind of overview of the Smash Up Bigger Geekier box. And should you get it? Yeah, I think if you plan on having Smash Up and expanding it at least like 4 or 5 expansions deep, this is something you want on your shelf. And besides, the Big Geeky box is harder to get. I can't really find it, and if I do find it, it's on the second market, and it costs almost as much, if not more, than this Bigger Geekier box. So this needs to be and should be your first option when it comes to getting an empty box to house all your Smash Up stuff. And the faction is not crazy awesome or powerful. I do like all the cards are unique, and it's just another faction I can smash up, and old friends come back to haunt us and play on the bases. So I like it. It's nothing that you need to run out and get if you just want the faction, but if you need a box to house all your cards, this is a perfect solution for you. The one major thing though is I sleeve my cards and everything fits, but not for long, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing at that point. Maybe there will be the biggest, geekiest box next, but I don't know if they need to get much bigger than this. So thank you so much for sending this review copy to me, AEG. I love playing Smash Up. I love reviewing it as well. Thank you so much, Fine Nation, for tuning into this bigger and geekier review of this box. If you haven't already, please click like and subscribe. Until the next time, see ya. My name is Dave. You can pick up this box or this expansion down in the link below. But until the next time, see ya. Have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. This is heavy. You heard it here in the Game Fine. Bye. Vine Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 15,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance as a dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.